for Derek Lewis and his counterpart, Alexander Volkov. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Lewis is in black, Alexander Volkov in gray. And that fight that Lewis had against Verdum, it was October 2017, and Derek forced to pull out just a few hours before the fight, but he's worked hard on his posture. He's stretching pre and post workout now and feels like his back hasn't felt this good in years. We'll see if it pays dividends tonight.
Well, there's been a lot of guys with back injuries, but you got to wonder what he could do to fix that, whether it's surgically or through some sort of long-term therapy, but he continues to fight. It's very difficult to train when you have that kind of an injury.
Right.
Almost impossible, Joe. I mean, the fact that he said it limited his training a lot, so I'm curious to see what kind of output he has even in this first round.
Did you ask him what he does to supplement with it for endurance?
He doesn't have any supplements. He just says, I got a round that I'm going to try to take this guy out in. That's what he said. Wow. So let's see what happens here.
He got tagged. Front kick to the body. He's hurt.
That body shot hurt him.
Volkov's all over him.
The knees and the teep kick to the belly already hurt so bad.
Lewis loads up, nothing doing there. Strong start for Drago.
He's not going to go out easy, Derek Lewis. I'm not going to make this easy.
Drago just shook his left hand.
Oh my God.
Counter right from Volkov.
Huge right uppercut. Lands. Derek Lewis trying to tough it out. Something might have hurt his eye or his nose, because you don't react like that unless it lands really wrong.
I'm not sure.
See, his eye might be, it could be his orbital, but he's toughing it out. He don't care. Let's see what happens here.
Pay attention to Volkov's left hand. He was shaking it earlier. He accidentally poked him.
It's okay. It's time to fight.
I'm not exactly sure what he's saying.
I think he was saying that Volkov was stopping it himself, but there was no eye poke. He just stopped because he thought he was poking him in the eye. And Volkov could have kept going.
Yeah, you can lose a fight for calling timeout.
Yeah.
2 minutes have gone by. Volkov goes high with the kick, nothing doing.
I may be mistaken, but I felt like he was pointing towards his mouth, saying that Derek Lewis like reached into his mouth or something. I don't know though. That was confusing.
He's already landed some big shots to the body of Lewis, and he keeps going to the body with those punches and teep kicks.
And I'm being told there was no eye poke, so Herb Dean largely did his job there. Volkov switching up the footwork here early.
Well, I'm sure the truck will isolate it.
Wow, what a crazy looking takedown he attempted.
Derek Lewis has had a penchant for fighting well, or at least surviving well off of his back in his UFC tenure. Trying to control posture here. Just over 2 minutes to go in our opening round.
And Lewis uses that underhook to get back up to his feet.
Keep those hands tight. Oh, that's the hand that he said he needed to land, and there it is. He only needs one of those.
Yeah, that's what makes Derek Lewis so fun to watch. Hammers. Oh, big takedown.
So the high amplitude takedown here from Alexander Volkov. Let's see what he can do with it. Short elbows.
We might not see Derek Lewis get up from this. He might just be okay with just waiting it out, waiting for the round to start over.
We've seen Lewis rally from adversity before. He got dropped by Tim Johnson early, came back to win that fight. Slow start against Shamil Abdurakhimov in a main event. But not necessarily the start he was looking for tonight, though.
There's definitely no quit in Derek Lewis, though. I mean, you could hurt him, and he could still knock you out with one punch, as you saw. He grabbed his eye, took 3 steps back. The second Volkov came at him, he threw an overhand right, almost got it.
Volkov's taking his back here.
And this is that brown belt he was talking about. That let's see if he can utilize it and get the finish here. I mean, he's got the back.
He may switch to the arm. He may switch to the left arm. The way he's holding the wrist there.
Definitely there, Joe. You're exactly right. But he's not setting the legs up exactly like he's going to do that.
Yeah, he might switch. Look at this. Good job by Volkov staying on the back.
Nice by Derek Lewis.
Not a man you want on top of you in this situation. Under 30 seconds to go in the round.
Big elbow by Lewis.
He's just so strong.
Oh! Ground and pound from Derek Lewis here. Crowd getting behind the Black Beast.
Big punch lands. And as we saw, Volkov is the one who actually stops, but there was no eye poke. That was just the glove straight into the eye. And we saw here a big punch, and then he goes straight to the gut, and that hurt Derek Lewis. But how about the toughness? I mean, he came back, he did not quit. He's getting hit with big punches by Volkov. Gets put down a couple times, and then a nice takedown from a trip, double underhook body lock trip here. And big ground and pound by Derek Lewis at the end of that round. He was able to reverse Volkov after that takedown.
UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor is presented by Harley-Davidson. When you fire up an HD motorcycle, adrenaline kicks in and refuses to tap out. Check it out at h-d.com/explore.
And Derek Lewis's corners are exactly right. Look how far out he is. I mean, that's Volkov range right there. You can't be eating those kicks, because what he'll do is he'll jab you, teep you, and kick you, and then when you run in, he's gonna knee you or elbow you, and that's what we've seen so far. But Derek Lewis needs to get in that pocket ASAP.
Oh,
nice right hand.
Oh, he stiffened up.
Lewis covering up.
Lewis looking tired.
Yeah, he's in trouble. But he will always throw those
Always
bombs.
has that one, though. Always has that punch.
And it looks like a potentially serious orbital injury for Derek Lewis that maybe is affecting him in the fight.
That's the second time he's gone for that takedown.
Yeah, the left eye does seem like it's swelling underneath the left eye, but what's interesting is they have the end swell on the right eye in between rounds, so that might be bothering him as well.
I think it could be orbital, like you guys were saying. That's when you usually see people grabbing at their eye like that. It's supposed to be one of the most painful things you can do. Thank God I haven't dealt with it, but I could imagine that big hand of Volkov in my eye might do it too.
You just keep moving that head, Doc.
There's that right hand again, right to that eye. As a bantamweight, when you watch heavyweights fight, does it kind of freak you out how little they move?
Well, that doesn't freak me out. It freaks me out how big and giant they are, and that only one of those punches is just like, it'll probably knock me into next year. They're enormous.
Oh, big jab.
That was a
Big
jab.
by
I mean,
Volkov.
the human brain can only take so much pressure. I don't care how big you are. And these guys are nailing each other.
Air Asia, now everyone can fly. Volkov seemingly not in any rush when he has had Derek Lewis on the ropes. Continues to bide his time. 3 minutes now to go round two.
Why, I just think he's got to be cautious because of that. Because Derek Lewis can always fire back and knock you into another dimension.
Lewis's 9 UFC knockouts, tied for second most in UFC heavyweight history. 6 of those on the ground.
Right now, Lewis is playing the game where he's pulling Volkov back into his power. You see him pulling? He's trying to get Volkov to come to him to land the big strike, but Volkov's not biting. What Volkov could do is start using some jabs, start using those teep kicks, start beating up the legs of Lewis. Don't just look in the mirror is what I call this. You're staring at the mirror, some fakes. Get Derek Lewis biting on something. Right now they're going speed for speed, shot for shot. There needs to be something in the middle to fill the gaps for these guys to offset each other. Nice, that can land all day. That's the type of stuff Volkov should be doing nonstop.
Volkov switched stances quite a bit as well. You see him now, he's moved back to orthodox. He was fighting southpaw for a bit. But I completely agree with you about attacking those legs.
And the body. I mean, anytime he's hit Derek in the body, it almost seems to affect him.
Pretty good counter right from Alexander Volkov. Much more of a volume guy than Derek Lewis is.
If I'm Volkov, I'm firing left teep kicks to the gut of Derek Lewis for the rest of the fight, and then bring it high, just like he did there. Just keep going to the legs, keep going to the body. That'll drop Lewis's hands, take the wind out of his sails, and take away some of that power.
He's going with that front kick to the body over and over again here.
Jabs and teep kicks all day will get the win for Volkov. And if Volkov fakes more, they'll have more openings. Ooh.
Nice job by Volkov using that length. You know, we talked a lot about Stefan Struve in the past, maybe not maximizing his length. Volkov uses it well.
The Irish are already singing.
Lewis at times can lull you into a false sense of not security, but comfort, and then he comes with those lunch boxes. 45 seconds here in round two. Oh, beautiful inside leg kick for Volkov. Counter right from the Black Beast.
Always dangerous. His ability to explode. I mean, if he could just figure out how to fix his back problem.
Goodness, he's throwing that from the hip and it's still landing. Comes that left high, yep.
Uppercut lost the mouthpiece. Volkov lost his mouthpiece. I don't know if Herb Dean has seen it. He's seen it. He's going to pick it up.
Derek Lewis, Alexander Volkov. We'll see who emerges here as heavyweight contender. Less than 5 minutes now to go.
And his corner minced no words. And you can see Derek Lewis looking to unload bombs.
Man, feints would go a long way with these giant gentlemen.
Well, we saw some earlier from Volkov. We're just not seeing much anymore.
You see how they're just staring and then going. So there's no break in rhythm. There's no timing. It's just like, all right, when you go, I'll be faster than you. No, I'll hit harder than you.
He's giving them a little.
There it goes. That's what he needs more of, those. And then teep kicks. Maybe go to the legs a little bit. Lewis playing the pull game. It's the third time he's tried that takedown. And you fake the single and you step around. It's not high percentage takedown, but it does work in transition. But from the outside like that, not very utilized, I would say.
Volkov going southpaw here. He wasn't going to engage Lewis there on the ground. Under 4 minutes to go. Every time Lewis flurries, this building gets ready to crescendo. Nothing doing there, though.
And what's funny is you see Derek Lewis control the pace of fights over and over.
Oh! Right hand behind the ear and another one for good measure. Lewis able to survive another onslaught from Volkov.
What a chin on Derek Lewis.
Man.
He looks like he's going to go down, and then he'll just wing an overhand or something out of nowhere. Almost like he's playing possum. Not here, though. That one
hits the eye again. He's covering up his eye, but it was a punch, according to Herb Dean.
Right. And Volkov wisely continues to attack that damaged orbital area of Derek Lewis. Under 3 minutes now to go.
I mean, how dangerous must Lewis actually be for Volkov to be taking this pace when he's got him hurt over and over and he's just so cautious?
Well, he's so dangerous that Volkov thought that the mouthpiece wasn't his.
Yeah.
Good point.
Well, Lewis came in, at least statistically, if you care, with the best striking defense among active heavyweights. So Volkov has certainly changed that percentage around a little bit tonight.
When you get your mouthpiece knocked out and you don't know you got your mouthpiece knocked out.
You try to hand it to your opponent, like, here you go.
You put this on, man. I don't want it.
Ouch, those hurt. Those will work all night. That teep kick, go back and forth and then throw a jab out there. You can just slowly chop down Lewis because Lewis has no offense right now and he's only backing up. I think Lewis is just saving it for the last minute. I mean, that's all I could really think of here.
Well, he's just wading in, isn't he?
Yep. He's trying to pull Volkov, but Volkov won't throw anything. He's just kind of waiting for him because he knows Lewis is looking to counter him. So he's just playing the waiting game back and forth. It's counter for counter with these two gentlemen.
90 seconds to go.
Oh!
Watch those fingers.
Nice kick to the body. And again.
Those are going to keep landing all night if he keeps throwing it. And that's what Lewis has to do right there. You can't stay at kick range. This is what he needs to do, and he's been waiting for the last minute here. As you can see, he's pressuring now. But if you're not going to be eating those kicks and those jabs, you got to keep going, and you got to keep pressuring. You got to keep Volkov on his heels.
That's a big right from Derek Lewis. See how much the Black Beast has left in the tank, and if he can rally here down the stretch.
I mean, he just eats stuff and looks at you. He doesn't even care.
Yeah, he just kind of, wow.
goodness.
He wobbles and then looks for a hammer. It's so fun to watch, though, because you just don't know what's going to happen.
You're exactly right. So hard. Incredible finish.
Unbelievable. Volkov does not know what happened.
Volkov still getting his wits about him. They help him to his feet. The Black Beast has done it.
Goodness.
Unbelievable.
Where's Daniel Cormier at?
Wow.
Derek Lewis.
Unbelievable.
It really is, though. It truly, really is.
It's
unfreaking believable.
He's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 49 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
Dominic Reyes. Did he bite off more than he can chew and calling out Vince St. Preux? Some answers here in short order. Tonight's Fight Clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Reyes, the fellow southpaw, is wearing gray. St. Preux is in black.
Reyes said, I got to use my jab against St. Preux. Right off the bat, just get straight to kicking. Kicking and jabbing.
Strong kicks.
Pure offense right off the bat.
St. Preux switches to orthodox here. And St. Preux, one of his big weapons is that left leg. And see who's lifting it up with the front leg now. He's got a powerful left kick.
Reyes said when he goes conventional, you're going to see me firing my left a lot more. When he goes southpaw, you're going to see me using my jab a lot more. That's boxing fundamentals. And now we're seeing him also add the kicks to the various stances as well.
Reyes did take second at the 2015 IBJJF Worlds as a blue belt, but really acknowledged that he doesn't have the combat experience of his light heavyweight contemporaries. Nice land there by Reyes.
You see, he throws that right hook very lightly to set up the step-in left hand. I mean, he reaches a lot of distance with that left hand. St. Preux just getting out of the way.
UFC veteran Joe Stevenson, the longtime chief corner of Dominic Reyes. Nice slip by St. Preux. He said most of this camp was rooted in shoring up his defense.
Oh, Vince looking for the takedown. Interesting. The only guy in the UFC to have 2 Von Flue chokes.
Actually has 3.
Oh, that's right. He does have 3.
Got Okami.
Which is crazy.
Oh, it's got to be.
Even
We got to change the name. He's got 1, yeah.
The fact that we're seeing OSP try these shots tells me that he's not very comfortable on his feet right now. And it's interesting because you don't see him just try outright double legs ever.
Takedown attempt again. Reyes showing very good takedown defense. But I think he was just shocked by the output, the quick offense of Dominic Reyes.
Looks like he's going to get this double leg here, though.
Oh, big elbows.
Ooh, those are heavy. Ooh, he pulls him up the hip. Those can get ugly sometimes. We've seen people get knocked out pretty bad with those types of elbows. Nice takedown. Beautiful takedown. That was nice. Reyes right back up
to his feet. Look at this.
The athleticism that he's showing is high level.
That's exactly what he's talked about, making these strikes count.
And you see how he had that double leg underneath the butt, and you saw Reyes bring his hips in and slide him up to the upper body. I mean, that's so frustrating because you know you have the double, and then you lose it.
Very impressed with Reyes' takedown defense, his ability to scramble back up to his feet, and his ability to land hard, damaging strikes in the clinch.
Reyes' longest UFC fight coming in, 3 minutes, 39 seconds.
Big left hands by Reyes.
St. Preux's in trouble, yeah.
He's out on his feet.
Dominic Reyes is flooding him with offense, reckless abandonment as hard as he can. And right now, OSP is square, not knowing what to do with it.
And his head straight up in the air.
And Reyes not forcing the finish here, exercising some patience.
St. Preux is hurt. He's on wobbly legs still.
That was beautiful. I mean, he's being tricky too, Reyes. He knows St. Preux's waiting for something, so he's putting two moves together to offset OSP and Reyes.
1 minute to go here, round one.
He is letting him off the hook, though.
I think he's being patient because OSP is dangerous. And you got to remember, when guys are up against the fence, that's like putting, locking somebody in a corner. That's when they're the most dangerous. And with the power that OSP has, you got to be cautious.
Domination on the feet from Reyes.
Right hook over the top. And there OSP fires back.
Goodness.
He's mixing it up so well.
And the power that you're hearing, I mean, when those shots are blocked, they're loud.
Beautiful leg kick. Really buckled the leg of OSP there.
You're just using so many different strikes and keeping OSP thinking nonstop.
St. Preux put on a poker face, but that low kick did not feel good. That can't feel good either.
You see him going low to the leg and then high, and then St. Preux's like, hold on a second.
St. Preux may make it out of the round. Looks very awkward here.
He's just trying to figure it out. Reyes coming with non-stop offense.
So Reyes will see a second round for the first time in his UFC run.
Dominic Reyes putting on a show. Let's look at these big elbows from the clinch. Hard elbows, Travis Brown style. And look at this left hand over the top. Boom, right hand behind it. Just pure domination by Dominic Reyes. Caught him with the end of the toes with that. Look at all those shots.
And how tough is OSP, though, honestly?
Well, that's been a staple of St. Preux's career, that he's been a hard man to break. This is a guy who's headlined for the UFC 5 times.
So durable, so strong, always active. OSP is no joke.
And interesting that he goes back to orthodox stance. I wonder why he feels more comfortable there.
Well, that's his natural stance, and I think that Dominic Reyes is so efficient that he needs to be comfortable with his defense in that defensive stance. Remember, when you switch stance, you have one stance and you have better defense. I think OSP's defense is better conventional.
That's interesting because certainly his most potent weapon standing up is either his left hook or his left kick.
And that's offense.
Air Asia. Now everyone can fly.
Look for Reyes to fire more left hands in this round.
There's one right off the bat.
Because he knows as a southpaw, you got to fire more left hands, excuse me. And you take away the...
He ate that knee. OSP working real hard for the takedown here. Dominic gets that underhook, turns it around.
The balance there showed by Reyes was huge. Good hips, powerful.
Nice clean knee up the middle as well.
And it was a nice shot by OSP as well. Can't take anything away from it. Good timing, good shot. Reyes, just good reactions.
And some valuable experience being accrued here by Dominic Reyes in this, his second round in the UFC, but got a lot of layers to his game at 28 years old.
Now this is where guys can be punched in the face non-stop. It takes away the body lock because you can't squeeze if you're getting socked in the face right here. These guys are just squeezing each other, not punching in the break here.
Reyes 9-0 coming in, only one career win by decision, so perhaps the gas tank bears watching. Beautiful body kick there.
Just so fluid with his technique. I mean, he mixes it up so well. He doesn't go to the well too many times with any one thing. Just very diverse in his tactics.
Well, and I think those that were surprised to see Reyes entrenched as a near 3-1 favorite haven't necessarily been following his career trajectory.
Oh!
And there you see how dangerous OSP is too.
Yeah, from that southpaw stance, there's that powerful left kick.
Don't forget, he's just as strong as Reyes, hits just as hard. Just right now, Reyes is putting together the trickery with the offense a little bit better than OSP so far.
Yeah, he just has a more efficient and fluid offense, but OSP has dynamic power.
And explosiveness. I mean, Reyes is more of a fluidity to his style. He throws 2 punches, ending with a kick. OSP explodes with power and precision from the outside, and he's also tricky too, but right now Reyes is putting combinations together to offset OSP.
Significant strikes landed, 74 for Reyes, 12 for St. Preux.
And we see Reyes slow down a lot, though, in the second round, and that's going to be a read as the fights move on for him.
That's a very good point, because he opened up like a house on fire.
Close your fingers.
But that's the adjustments with new guys in these divisions. You got to see round by round versus each style what happens to their cardio, what happens to their movements, what happens to their defense and their offense. And right now, both these gentlemen are showing up for us.
Also, he's a big 205. Not sure how much weight he's cutting, but that could be a...
Not sure where that cut came on OSP's head. When did that happen? What's interesting is you're seeing Reyes stuff shots by just moving. He's not necessarily having even to get in the wrestling scrambles because he's just turning the corner at the right time.
There's that left kick to the body again.
Look at the takedown defense of Dominic Reyes. St. Preux telegraphed that right hand.
Good left to the body by St. Preux.
And Reyes returned it. These guys are very evenly matched. Looks like that cut might have came from a takedown attempt earlier by OSP. Just got caught with the elbow on the way in.
Reyes catching him with that elbow. A lot of these cheap corners have different approaches, but Turner and St. Preux have been with each other every step of the way. So.
All right, final round. You ready? Final round. Let's go.
I don't know how you think the athlete
don't
will
forget,
respond.
each athlete needs a different type of stimulus, especially after you've been getting punched and kicked for a couple rounds. He needed to pep him up, and I think OSP, that was exactly the things he needed to hear for this third round.
Pretty significant cut there just along the hairline of Owen St. Preux.
And his coach is exactly right. OSP waiting just a little too much. He needs to be first. And when he's first, he does well. When he waits on Dominic, it's a problem.
St. Preux continuing to advance.
And we see Reyes listening to his corner well. Right when he switched stance, he starts beating up the lead leg. Smart, good reads.
Oh, went right over the top of that left high kick. Almost clipped him.
And it was pretty. That was a very nice kick.
OSP's got to ramp up the volume, though. I mean, he's absolutely down in this fight. But with that kind of power, he's always in it.
Well, the issue right now for OSP is he's throwing one at a time. And the difference is Reyes has the numbers because he's throwing combinations. Now, as the fights moved on, we've seen Reyes go more and more to one shot. But that first round got him so far ahead that right now OSP needs to pick up the pace and go first.
All right, let's bring in Joe Stevenson in the corner of Dom Reyes.
Nice! Way to step out with your left. Nice, keep your hands up. Keep all your hands up, there we go.
Keep circling.
Lead your kick to the knee, hands up, circle out.
Look for your legs.
Come over his jab, come over his jab when he reaches. Oh, his hands are coming low. No! That hurt him.
That hurt.
He's trying to rush.
Look ahead, look ahead. Yep.
3 minutes to decide this one. Co-main event coming up next.
Good left hand over the top by OSP.
Still one at a time.
Yep.
You need combinations if you're going to trick him. There it is. Ooh, that was a nice uppercut moving backwards by Dominic. Good left high.
And once again, Reyes strikes first. St. Preux rushes forward. Reyes able to stay upright.
The balance of Reyes is just very, very good. Should have been taken down there. Really should have.
One thing that you really nailed, though, Dom, is that his volume decreases significantly after the first round. Now, whether that's he comes out too fast in the first round and he needs to pace himself more, or whether it's an endurance issue.
I'm pretty sure it's being undefeated, relatively green, and that was a first round adrenaline dump looking round to me. But he still looked very good. And the fact that even after an adrenaline dump like that, he's still in it, going with the OSP is impressive, but he does need to fix that gap. You're right, Joe.
Understands that this is the biggest fight of his career.
Yep.
It's a big, and he came out feeling good, looking great, well prepared, but he's absolutely slowing down a bit.
But what makes it impressive is he's still listening to his corners. Look, every time OSP switches, he kicks. He's listening. He's very intelligent, very smart, but he is tired. So his brain's still working for him. He's still listening, and that means that he's got the experience he needs. Ooh. And you can fill that gap in the cardio as the fights move on. But right now, OSP's coming hard.
Yeah, St. Preux starting to find his range with that left hand. Kicked high effectively as well.
Man, Reyes with that beautiful left
leg. Beautiful elbow. And those leg kicks are eating up OSP. Look, he went back to conventional again because he's limping a little on that right leg.
And that elbow, I think, opened up another significant cut.
And now he went to the inside thigh.
Oh, man, he's bleeding like a stuck pig now. That's nasty.
Well, that elbow is just so pretty that he threw. It was a good counter.
But to be credit to OSP for never stopping, moving forward, looking for that knockout, trying to find the opening.
Well, he didn't quit at all, not even for a second, especially in this third round. But Reyes showing he's slick. He's not easy to take out. He's got good defense too, but does big kick goes high.
Well, that was what was interesting about this matchup in the first place. We knew OSP has no quit in him.
Yes.
So we knew this young undefeated prospect is going to get tested, and so far, flying colors.
And these will certainly be valuable minutes for Reyes as he moves forward and moves up this light heavyweight ladder.
And this does not bring down OSP's stock, in my opinion. I mean, he's looked so good in this fight. He's coming. That is it. It's over. He walked away. That's it.
If St. Preux doesn't get up.
What is going on here?
It's not over.
What is going on here?
It's not over.
Look at this. Boom. This is early on. Reyes with the left hand over the top. This is first round action. And here's some nasty leg kicks. Inside leg kick by Dominic Reyes. Here's a nice knee. Trying to stop the takedown. And that is the first elbow that landed that caused the cut. There's another nice inside leg kick. Now here, boom, left hand. Now watch, now let's listen to this. Because look, he walks away like this fight's over.
You can't be saved by the horn.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
Brittany Palmer, thank you very much. Ready to go here, round 1 of 3 in this co-main event, to be followed by Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson. Back on that UFC canvas for the first time in about a year, taking on Showtime Pettis. Tonight's Fight Clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Ferguson came home from the hospital after surgery in April, immediately started doing 20-pound curls until he couldn't work out anymore. He is a freak.
See Pettis going right after the knees right away of Ferguson.
Right away.
Right after the leg. And it already hurts. You see him limping already. Can't get kicked in the legs. That hurts.
And Ferguson returns to him.
And you see the scar on the side of his knee. Pettis going right after that lead leg.
Yeah, it seems like Ferguson's limping a little bit on that leg.
It looks like it hurts. He just got kicked in it very hard.
Well, you got to realize when you're talking about 6 months from a catastrophic knee surgery like that, I mean, completely detached from the bone, massive scar, you got to wonder if it's 100%.
It's only been 6 months?
Yeah, April. Injury was April 1st.
Well, Dom, you're a guy who's come back from multiple surgeries. You know how long it takes. It's very rare that someone can come back from a gigantic knee surgery and be 100% after 6 months.
Well, 6 months is a ridiculous time frame, I'll be honest. It takes at least 9 to get as strong as you need it. So the fact that he's pushing the pace like that is pretty crazy.
Nice
yeah,
stick.
And I don't like the way he's moving. It looks like it's hurt.
He might have rushed it, but we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know
that with Ferguson.
Right, it could have been the kicks that Pettis landed.
Because he looks good now.
Or it could be that it's hurt.
The biggest thing Ferguson said he wanted to do was utilize his jab in this fight. That was going to be the biggest problem for Pettis. And what's cool about it is he switches and he's got a really good southpaw jab and a really good conventional jab.
Oh, yeah, he can absolutely fight from anywhere. The question is, did he give himself enough time to recover from the surgery?
And he did no physical therapy. He took his recovery into his own hands, none.
I don't know what to say about any of that. I honestly have no words for that.
Don't shoot the messenger.
He's crazy. I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's brilliant in that regard.
Correct. That's his own way.
The Pettis camp felt like they picked up a lot of things on tape of Ferguson being a hittable guy. Tony said, watch all the film you want. I'll pick him apart on the feet. We have hit the midpoint of round 1.
Blocked it all, though.
And nothing landed.
Well, he spends a lot of time working on a Wing Chun dummy. He does that.
Yeah.
I mean, he does a lot of really unorthodox stuff in terms of mixed martial arts.
Your friend Eddie Bravo talks about him training for 6 hours straight. I mean, it's absurd.
Well, Eddie's trained with a lot of guys. He said he's never seen anyone with the kind of endurance that Tony has.
I know you hit that elliptical for 2 hours the other day.
I mean, his pressure is crazy. The pressure that he's putting on Pettis right now is silly. This is exhausting to move the way Pettis has to. And he's guessing, too, because look how Ferguson moves his head, switches combination, switches, always giving you a different look and always pressuring you. And he's not chasing. He's heading off Pettis.
Yeah, tremendous pressure. And whatever we thought was going on with his leg earlier might have just been, ooh, and there's another hard leg kick to that leg. But he looks fine.
Yeah, nice counter right from Ferguson.
And he's using it a lot. Inside leg kick with that leg. He's landed several to Pettis' left leg. Tremendous pressure, though. Look at him.
Pettis doing a good job seeing everything. The only thing that worries me is moving back this much is exhausting if you're Pettis. That pressure is just ridiculous. And he's got to clinch him or do something to deal with the pressure. Go to the body of Ferguson, fake a shot, throw uppercut, throw knees, something. Because right now Ferguson is just on it.
All over him. Front kick to the body, inside leg kick again. I mean, he is just smothering Pettis. Pettis just can't get any space.
He's basically keeping him in a phone booth by heading him off.
And he's slowing down. You're seeing Pettis' punches coming slower.
Well, the key is of what Ferguson's doing game plan-wise is now Pettis doesn't have this trickiness. He can't make reads. He can't have timing because he's moving back the whole time. Blocked.
Nice left hand there, stuck by Ferguson.
Beautiful uppercut. And look at him, walking him down, talking to him.
Beautiful jab there by Ferguson, former two-time All-American wrestler at Grand Valley State University as a wrestler.
Again, inside leg kick twice. And just does not get tired. It's one of the craziest things about this guy.
I think, sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Just as mentally tough as it comes, and he draws such strength from that. Couple big right hands from Ferguson. Pettis shakes him off, but a strong close to round 1 for El Cucuy.
What a round.
Round 2 here.
Second round, fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Fight!
Well, the pressure's already exhausting, but then you add the fact that he's pressuring by switching stance, so that takes away your counter reads too. And then he's kicking your legs when he switches stance.
Yeah, he's chewing.
Oh, he got him! Hey, he's hurt. And that's one thing about Pettis. He can finish anything. He's on him. He's on him.
He's attacking the leg.
Oh, Ferguson bleeding bad here, busted open.
Beautiful by Pettis. And that's the thing, Pettis wanted a war. He wanted to feel this pain, and so he's in it. And now he got what he wanted. He hurt Ferguson, and now he has Ferguson's respect.
There's a lot of blood coming from somewhere.
Might be his jaw.
Yeah, it looks like the mouth of Tony Ferguson.
So some definite adversity here for Ferguson.
Pettis has got to be very careful of Tony's guard, though. I would like to see him try to just stand up.
I'm just glad this is on the ground because I want to see these two gentlemen grapple. Ferguson right after it, immediately staying offensive.
Well, there's a tremendous amount of blood coming out of Tony Ferguson's mouth. And you got to wonder what is going on.
I think it's from his head.
A lot of it coming from Pettis, too.
Head?
It's got to be the top of his head. Or is he, I don't know, I can't tell.
It might be from both gentlemen.
Yeah, they're both cut to
Pettis
pieces.
loses. Oh, yeah. Pettis is losing a ton of blood
from an elbow from Ferguson.
This fight as advertised so far.
This is what they wanted, and this is what we get.
Jason Herzog's going to check that cut of Anthony Pettis.
I think it was on the ground that he landed that. I think he threw it in the guard and landed it on Anthony in the guard. Good reffing by Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog, one of the best in the business.
This is a fight.
We are the only three gentlemen sitting in the T-Mobile Arena right now.
Woo! Oh my goodness, it's getting wild.
I'm just thankful for this fight right here, right now.
I mean, how's this as an appetizer for Khabib and Conor? 3 minutes to go in this second of a possible 3 rounds. Ferguson ripping the body there.
Ferguson seems to have fully recovered.
And he's never even looked tired for a second. Just his head got jogged a little. Watch Pettis look for an overhand right. It's there all night.
Pettis flat against the cage here.
But he's looking like the pressure is just too much again, like it was earlier. He landed a beautiful shot in between, and that's what he was saying he needed to do. Find the openings and land.
Non-stop output and forward motion from Tony Ferguson.
I mean, he puts pressure on you like no one else in the business. Right hand to the body.
Oh.
Right hand.
Pettis forced to retreat here. Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
Oh, left hook.
Pettis has taken a lot of big shots here, Joe.
Big elbow.
I mean, Ferguson is just
He sliced up the left side of him as well now.
See, the thing about Ferguson is he loves the pain.
He does. Pettis, I think, cut from that cloth as well. He is masked in blood here.
Pettis showing his toughness right now. He's not out of this. He's still throwing heat, and he can still drop Ferguson at any point. We've seen it.
There's that elbow
Beautiful.
again.
Grab the hand, slip over the top with an elbow. There's the right hand. That's there all night for him if he can fire it at the right time.
Ooh, left hand lands flush for Pettis.
Oh my goodness. I can't take this after the Derek Lewis fight.
They're literally fighting in a phone booth right now.
This is amazing.
Thank you, guys. Oh my goodness.
Another elbow from Tony Ferguson. Under a minute to go in the round.
These guys are just exchanging in the corners.
Oh, that cut on Anthony Pettis is something else.
Nice elbows by Ferguson. He mixes it up so well, and he doesn't stop being offensive.
No such thing as breathing room when you're fighting Tony Ferguson.
Those are landing very heavy. Ferguson's hitting him very hard. Pettis needs to get on his bike and start moving. He can't sit here like this.
And we just got showered with blood here in the booth. Final seconds of the round. Pettis covers up. Mixed martial arts.
Unbelievable pressure.
And here we go. Insane. The big right hand lands. He throws an inside kick, and Pettis just hits him with a huge right hand and just puts him down. Then here you see he's cut, and he's finally just like, yes, this is what I wanted. Havoc. And he gets it. Ferguson cuts him over his left eye. Elbows, grabbing the hands the whole time. Non-stop punches, trading. These guys are fighting in a phone booth, bleeding all over each other, bleeding all over us.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 2, Anthony Pettis' corner has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna keep this clean. Touch gloves now if you wish to. All right, let's do this.
Well, if you bet that the fighters would not touch gloves, cash those tickets, and wherever you are in the world tonight, one way or another, we will all witness a piece of UFC history. The King is back, looking to regain his throne. And we are underway. This fight clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brew with a fighting spirit since 1925. McGregor in green, Nurmagomedov in black. McGregor lands early.
Pressure right off the bat by Conor. He's trying to force the shot out of Khabib with pressure instead of waiting for Khabib to come at him.
Khabib got a hold of his ankles. He's got his leg.
And what he's got to do is get his left leg over the back ankle of Khabib's right leg. He needs to get that. Conor needs the left leg behind the ankle of Khabib in order to stop this. And now he's got it. But a good defense by Conor so far.
Look at this.
Got the ankles. As long as he stays on the ankle, he's good.
He's doing a fantastic job of defending. Look at him spinning around. Khabib looking to complete the takedown, and he gets it.
Man.
Conor gets right up to the cage. Let's see if he can get back up to his feet. It's one of the big questions. He's got his feet tied up well. Look how good Khabib has done a job of wrapping those two legs up together.
This is what he does to everybody he fights. He crosses your legs, and now if your legs can't get away, then you can't get up. You're pinned to the floor. And he's done this better than anybody. He elevates and straightens your legs out. And now what he's going to do is try to lift Conor's knees and legs higher than Conor's head so that he can't move. Conor's just got to stay calm and not use his energy because he's not taking damage here.
It feels like he's far better equipped to handle 5 rounds than he was when he left in 2016.
Khabib does such a good job of wrapping those legs up, extending them and wrapping them up so you can't get them out from under you.
I've never seen anybody be able to straighten the leg out like that. The way he hangs and he almost knee bars you by collecting your heel up. It's just different how he holds you there. Most people can get away when you do that, but when Khabib grabs your legs, he just keeps them.
Yeah, he's doing it again. Look at him pinch those legs together.
He does it different, and they cross every single time. He crosses them over each other.
He's just so good at squeezing.
This is what you got to do to Conor early, though. If you're Khabib, you have to do this early. You can't try to give him all the rest he needs in the first couple rounds. That's when Conor's the most dangerous.
Couple right hands have landed for Khabib. His first strikes of the fight. McGregor trying to control his breathing. Ate a big right hand there.
And what Conor's doing is he's trying to dig underhooks and stay in a ball so there's no hooks. So Conor, see how he's got over the top of Khabib's head or his arms? He needs to get in between the arms and legs of Khabib if he's going to get up. He can't be on the outside of Khabib's arms here.
Again, Khabib ties those legs up together. It's just tremendous how he does it. And it's something that you see him do against every single guy he fights. They know what he wants to do. They can't stop it.
He's got a different type of pressure from here. I think he's just extremely strong as well. And now he's under the back of Conor, so that Conor can't get his hips underneath him.
It's a lifetime of grappling.
And you do have a referee in Herb Dean that is going to give Khabib every opportunity to work on the ground, especially when he has the legs trapped.
Right now we're seeing Conor okay because he's not taking damage, so he's staying very calm so he doesn't waste his energy. But once he gets wore out from this grappling, then you're going to start seeing Khabib posture up and start landing the big punches. But he can't do it too soon because otherwise Conor will get away. He's got to play the squeeze game right now. Nice pass, straight to half guard. And now the pressure is just heavy here. You could tell he's extremely heavy. That left shoulder and the chin of Conor really makes it minimal for Conor to be able to get to a hit.
He does a tremendous job and he keeps you from being able to breathe. pressure on the chest, and then the overwhelming sensation that he can continue to do this as long as he wants. And that is exhausting in and of itself.
I love that he's just being patient, though. This is what you've got to do to Conor early. You can't be silly and try to pretend that you're going to give him space to stand up. You've got to smother him and try to take some of the wind out of his sails early so he's not so powerful. Take some of that pop away and then take some chances after that if you're Khabib.
And Conor can't use too much explosive energy to try to get up without technique. If he does that, he knows he's going to burn himself out, and he knows if he can't stop Khabib, Khabib's going to be able to do this in the second, the third, the fourth, and then how long can he keep him away from him?
Well, don't forget, Conor used literally no energy right now because he took no damage. He did get stuck on the floor, but he has no, so this second round he'll be fresh. Let's see what he does with it.
Exactly the start that Khabib Nurmagomedov was looking for in round one. Well, every mixed martial arts round begins on the feet. Let's see how it goes here early round two.
Conor knows he can land that left whenever he wants, so that's what he's waiting for. He's waiting for that counter. He's waiting to force Khabib to take a bad shot and then make him pay for it. That's what we're seeing here.
McGregor fires the knee, appeared to just miss. Massive right from Nurmagomedov! And a knee from McGregor now!
Nasty right hand.
Wow!
And that's the problem with takedowns is they gain the respect of the striker. Your striking gets better if you force takedowns because you're thinking about the shot. And now the shot set up from the overhand. He goes back and forth, and that's what's made Nurmagomedov the best. That right there.
Wow.
What an entry by Nurmagomedov, and now he has McGregor up against the fence, 4+ minutes with which to work.
And this is what Khabib has done to everybody. If you stuff his wrestling, then he's going to punch you. Once you start getting punched, his wrestling opens back up, and that's why you need a threat of grappling and striking mixed together. But realistically, the sharpness goes to Conor in the striking, but the grappling is just so one-dimensional and so over. Like he's just so
working
much
an arm
better.
triangle here. He's got it up. He's on top of him, full mount.
Good scramble by Conor, getting his guard back. Butterfly, not full guard.
But Khabib's all over him here.
And McGregor exploded there to try to escape, nothing doing. 90 seconds gone by here, round two.
And the moral victory of Khabib landing that big right hand. Oh, big ground and pound.
And Khabib said he wanted to make Conor suffer.
He also said he wanted to change his face. This is one of the scariest things I've ever heard a person say about a fight.
Well, not unlike Tony Ferguson, Khabib can go all day. Oh, big right hands landing from Nurmagomedov, who came into this fight unquestionably in the best shape of his life.
Conor's talking to him. I can't hear what he's saying, but he's getting tagged.
Well, that's Khabib talking, and he's not saying nice things.
Oh! Big elbow from Nurmagomedov did not appear to cut McGregor open.
The power he generates from this ground and pound is just interesting. I don't understand, because you can hear it landing over and over.
It's just ferocious. I mean, he's the best ground and pound artist in the sport. Oh! Conor's getting lit up. Conor's in serious trouble.
Oh, massive ground strikes here. Herb Dean watching closely.
Khabib is trying to smash his face.
McGregor forced to just cover up. How many shots can one man take? 2 minutes to go in the round.
And he's trying to gas Khabib out because he's taking shots, but they're not the worst shots you can take. He's covered up. It just doesn't look good.
I don't think he's trying to gas Khabib out. I think he's getting smashed.
I think it's a mixture of everything.
I don't think he has a choice here. I don't think he's trying to gas him out. I think he's getting smashed.
I agree, but if you have no choice either.
Illegal knee on the ground by Conor. A knee to the head of a downed opponent.
Can't interlock the toes in the fence. McGregor got away with that one, still doing it. Herb Dean should be warning him there.
He's going for a Kimura here.
That is tight. That looks like it's going to get finished here, ladies and gentlemen. That's tight. Good defense. It's like Conor's not even sure. Why isn't he trying to get up?
because he's exhausted and he's getting his face punched in. And I don't think he can. I just think Khabib is so much better on the ground that he's surprised.
I agree.
And Nurmagomedov's output hasn't waned one bit.
Now remember, we're dealing with the old rules here, so Khabib has to wait until he's fully up to hit him with knees.
Crowd goes bananas as McGregor gets upright, but for how long?
And he's taking some big, deep breaths.
30 seconds here in round 2.
Khabib can keep this pace for 5.
And I don't believe Conor has a stoppage win in the UFC after the second round.
That is correct.
Conor hasn't had an answer at all for the grappling Khabib in one bit.
Nurmagomedov with a huge second round, likely a 10-8.
Khabib is not even tired here. This is what's terrifying. Look at this right hand. Boom. Clips him on the chin. Drops him. Let's see it again. Winging right hand. And as you said, Dominic Cruz, he was looking for the takedown, and that's why he got hit by the right hand. It takes you back to Krokop versus Kevin Randleman. Same sort of situation.
You've got to respect the takedown, especially when you don't get up.
Round 3 brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. John Kavanagh not wanting McGregor to chase. We'll see if he can oblige.
Kavanagh said pressure to get your air back. You can get a little air if you pressure in the beginning. And now Khabib's tired too, don't forget that. The striking, he's full of blood. They both are.
Perhaps McGregor sensing that now.
McGregor looking for that big left hand.
Khabib used tons of energy on that ground and pound, Joe. Tons. That was a crazy pace, that last round.
Well, we did see him slow down considerably against Al Iaquinta in the later rounds.
And now you're seeing Conor go at the body. That's the same thing he did to Mendez. He waited 2 rounds and started teeping at the body, and then starts going up high. There it is. There's the teeps to the body. He's just trying to take their out of Khabib, letting Khabib wrestle himself out. Because you gotta, it can go both ways.
Well, you hate to read too much into the body language, but this is as fatigued as I've seen Khabib Nurmagomedov in that octagon.
I don't know if he looks fatigued to me. It doesn't look like he's breathing heavy. It looks like he's trying to find his moments, but he's getting outboxed.
Yeah, I don't think he's tired. I think he's just a little heavy from the grappling last round, but he's not tired per se. His muscles are full of blood, so he's a little slower. And that's where Conor can use his left.
And there's the shot.
And that's what his coaches, that's what they were talking about.
He stuffed that one. Oh, elbow by Conor.
That's what Kavanagh was talking about. Said the first couple shots are going to come heavy. Later, they won't be so heavy. Big right hand by Khabib.
Just over 3 minutes here in this 3rd round. Level change from Khabib.
He stuffed that as well. Look at this. This is where it's getting interesting. Now, the real question is, how much endurance does Conor have now? How much has he worked on his conditioning? And how do you prepare for a guy like Nurmagomedov? Nice knee to the body by Conor.
Those knees to the body will add up, and so will the punches and the kick teeps.
Oh, uppercut.
McGregor feints.
These guys are staring each other in the face right at no range at all. They're just sitting there punching, exchanging.
McGregor continues to bank that body work.
Seeing Khabib standing right in front of Conor like this is crazy.
I don't understand why he doesn't shoot, why he doesn't mix it up.
Oh, he clipped him the left hand. Oh!
He slapped him. He slapped him on that one.
Front kick to the body by Conor. He's pawing with that punch. Having a hard time getting that snap back.
And Khabib standing right in front of perhaps the best striker in UFC history. McGregor to the body again.
Good left hand to the body there by Conor. Another good knee.
Khabib to the body. He doesn't seem to fear the power coming back from McGregor as yet. Trip by Nurmagomedov, gets McGregor down briefly.
Back up to his feet though. Very interesting.
Keep those hands up. That's our focus. That's it. That's our focus.
Slight edge in terms of these significant strikes in round 3 for Conor. Less than a minute to go in the round.
And you see how Conor's collecting the left arm of Khabib. That stops him from being able to connect his hands, and he can't double off or grab a single leg. If you can't lock your hands together, you can't finish a takedown. So Conor's leaning against the fence and just controlling one arm.
So what does Khabib do to counter that?
You got to try to get a single leg the best you can, because you can't get a double as long as Conor's controlling your wrist. He's grabbing the glove there. You can't clasp your hands together. The only thing you can do is keep the pressure like he's doing, so you're not getting picked apart. But you got
free.
See, he's got his glove. He's got his glove underneath it.
Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
So he's just holding it so he can't complete the takedown.
15 minutes in the books. We head to the championship rounds.
Grabbing. What did Khabib just say to him?
Couldn't understand it.
Well, Conor was grabbing his glove, which is illegal. The hooking of the glove is illegal.
It's a veteran move.
And Khabib, if you've watched his career, you know he's not in his element unless he is jabbing and talking to whomever. The referee, his opponent, round 4.
Watch the counter left hand of Conor. It's what he's been setting up. He's waiting for the right hand of Khabib.
Oh, Conor looks very good coming out for this 4th round.
I swear, I think this is when he was looking to try to get him, wait for Khabib to get a little tired on the takedowns and look to knock him out later. You would think it'd be the other way around, though.
Second time for both of these fighters to have seen a 4th round in their careers.
That jabbing front kick to the body. He used that fantastically against Chad Mendes, and he's using it here again tonight. There it is again.
He's so worried about the power in his hands that sometimes you forget about his legs.
Good entry by Nurmagomedov. McGregor trying to use the fence to his advantage. And he gets tripped right down. Too good.
He does such a good job of using his legs to wrap up your legs. But Conor's back up to his feet almost.
And this is where Khabib really starts to get ahead from this position. Once he gets here, he doesn't let go of that grip. And he goes back and forth between the double, and he wears you out by putting all that pressure on your arms like that. It makes you carry his weight up against the fence. He's done this time and time again, and when you try to stand up without hand control, he throws you.
Another warning from Herb Dean for a fence grab there.
His grappling is just one step ahead.
Just tremendous control on the ground.
4 of 7 on the takedowns for Nurmagomedov. But it's what he does with them. 2 minutes have gone by here in round 4.
Got an arm triangle almost, but Conor got weaseled his other arm in there.
It's in there, but it's still, the fact that he can pin the head against the arm is just, it's a big part of securing that. If he can control that, now he stepped the arm over, but now Conor regained that arm.
The one thing Conor has done is stayed pretty safe. He's just getting controlled very badly is the only difference.
Good hip escape there by Conor. Needs to keep going if he has the energy. But again, Khabib uses those legs to tie his legs up. I mean, it's a big part of his grappling. It's not just grappling with his arms, but utilizing his legs for control.
Big left hands from Nurmagomedov.
Again, full mount, back mount.
There's the choke.
He's got it. It's under the neck.
There it is.
Nope, it's on the chin.
There's the tap. Still undisputed. Khabib Nurmagomedov has finished Conor McGregor tonight.
Well, let's take a look at it here. This is the end of the fight. Khabib takes Conor down. Again, ties up his legs, gets his back, drags him to the ground. Got his back, got his neck, got under the neck, was cranking his neck. It was really more of a neck crank than it was even a choke. If you look at it, he's not even under the chin. And Conor forced the tap. And Khabib's still furious. Even after Conor taps, Khabib's getting up. He screams at him.
I give my opponent respect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
How you doing?